At this time, I'm pleased to welcome to the podium to present the Class of 2018 Commencement Address, William Daniel Buerger.
Back in September, I finally downloaded Twitter to keep up with sporks. Well, I didn't last a single day. Not bitter, Donald. But I still look through Twitter from time to time. A few weeks ago, I was quickly scrolling when a bright green image caught my eye. It said, "Did you know? According to a 2005 study, seeing a child smile has the same effect on the brain as being given $22,000. Now I'll tell you, that blew my mind. So I want everyone here to do something. Ignore the rain for a second and imagine that it's a nice, sunny day. You're walking through the park after finishing your 10th grade biology final. You're glued to your phone, watching the teachers infamously fiddle with your grade. Now you have an A, you're down to a B, and you're thinking, my entire life depends on whether I end with an A or a B. Let's be real, they're not going to post those grades for another 3 hours, and you do not need to be stressing about that right now. But guess what? You just passed a group of 15 kindergartners playing on the swings, having the absolute time of their lives. That's 15 smiles and giggles at $22,000 apiece. That's $330,000. Who cares if you end with an A or a B when you just passed up the opportunity to get $330,000? All because you were too distracted by life to look around. Way back in our freshman year, some of you may remember there was a bit of refurbishing going on around the high school, just a little bit. For our first semester, we still had to walk outside between classes, rain or shine, or thunderstorm, or foot of snow, or hail, or windstorm worse than the skywalk. For me, the worst transition was between 4th period chemistry and 5th period civics, down 3 flights of stairs, across the awkward jungle gym of mats and grates and construction equipment, then back up another 5 flights. 5'2" freshman Will was terrified of being late to any class, so this trek was not fun in the slightest. But then something weird happened. I would be cowering behind whatever senior was in front of me, and right as I turned into the old B building stairwell, there was a person. This person would pass me nearly every single day and smile. Every day, all year, both semesters, a smile. I never found out her name. I never spoke a single word to her. I never saw her after the senior's last day. Regardless, she smiled at me, and that made my day one notch happier. Eventually, I smiled back, and here I am 3 years later. I still remember this girl and just how she brightened my day that one notch. Now, the halls of Mount Lebanon High School aren't always filled with glowing faces, but that's not an excuse to close yourself off from everything extraordinary happening here. Imagine you missed the most epic sporking because you were watching Netflix at lunch. And personally, I think it should be considered a crime to walk past the 6th floor math teacher squad while looking at your phone. Mr. Jackson, that will be a sight I miss much next year. I'm not trying to attack technology. As I've definitely shown, I get distracted by random tweets just as much as the next person. But I'm saying we all need to look around and appreciate everything we have. Not once a month, but every single day. So I want everyone here to do one more thing for me. Breathe. Open your eyes and look around. Seniors, this is your only high school graduation, ever. After today, there are people sitting right next to you whose smiles you will never see again. Tomorrow, you're no longer a student at Mount Lebanon High School, so this is it. Embrace it, take in this moment, slow down for a second. Look out at your friends and family who have helped you develop into the exceptional person you are today, and never forget the feeling you have right now. Teachers, we're going to be gone next year, yes. You'll get a new group of students, but this special mixture of personalities will never again inhabit your classrooms. 4 years ago, we walked in awkward, nervous, and very confused. You made us realize our potential. And there were times when we despised you for assigning yet another in-class essay, but now we're here and ready to think on our toes. Parents, siblings, grandparents, families, see how amazing we look? Most attractive graduating class ever. You should be so proud. Yeah. You should be so proud, not just of what we've accomplished, but what you've done to get us here today. Today is a turning point in our lives. Tomorrow isn't. The day after that, probably not either. But that doesn't mean we should just let those days pass by. There could be $22,000 waiting around the corner for you at any moment. So turn each corner, ready to find it, excited to see how beautiful the rain and the whole world is. Maybe you won't find $22,000, but maybe you'll find an anonymous smiler or another math teacher clique. But I promise that if you look around, you'll find something amazing. Class of 2018, let's go take on the world. Let's be driven and unique and influential and innovative in everything we seek out for our future. But first and foremost, let's be here and let's find that happiness. Congratulations to all of you, and thank you.